Namaste bachcho. Today we are myself Shashi and today we are going to start with our topic of democratic politics, gender, religion and caste. Now we are going to share about the topic of religion. Religion means in India we are having different types of religion which people follow like Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism and many more. Now different religions are there in India. These religions are always on the fight to have a political dominion status. Political dominion status means every religion want or they consider their religion to be very superior. Maybe the political dominion status of the religion may not be as universal as gender, but it definitely had a widespread criteria which we are facing. As per Gandhiji view political must be guided. It means our politics should be guided by the ethics, but it should not be drawn from the religion. It means politics and religion has to be of different criteria. We should not mingle up these two. When we are coming to religion and mingling up with religious politics, our democracy faces a problem of poverty, casteism, unemployment, communalism. These are some of the problems which our Indian society faces. Now, communalism is something which is related to religion. What it is? Communalism means protecting religious ideas. When we are promoting our religious ideas, different religions have different ideas. Some religious ideas may be protesting one-man godship. Some may protesting animal sacrifices. These are some of the ideas which a person produced in its mind being a religious person, and they wanted to promote their idea. Because every person regard his or her religion to be at a supremacy level. When we are talking about different religion, every person has his own family laws. Coming to family laws, when we are talking about family laws, every family has own laws or rather religion. What are these? Every family has their time when a child should get married, their own system of diversification, their own system of education system, their own system of how much of education should a girl to have, how much of education should a boy to have. The very best example you can get of the education is, you remember class 7 you have learnt about growing up boys and girls, in which you have gone through a female writer Raj Sundari Devi who wrote a book of Amar Jeevan. As per her family laws, it was considered in her family that if any of the girl is even sent to school for education, she will become widow. This concept was followed by their people or their area or their society. That was correct or not, that is different factor. But coming to family laws, this was the concept of Raj Sundari Devi. But after marriage, she got very well educated with the help of her husband and family member, and she wrote a big autobiography of Amar Jeevan, which we are still learning. And we don't expect religious games in the politics. So rather, this is really a matter of politics. The family laws, if we consider, this is a matter when we are involving religion in politics. And we does not expect religious games in the politics, because if religion plays a game in a politics, it means the politics is getting for the dirty tricks of different religious factors. What does that affect? Now, if we use this religious politics, it becomes communal politics. Communal यानी कि religion के नाम पर जब हम आपस में लड़ते हैं तो हमारी communal politics बन जाती है. And you know, a communal mind leads to a quest for dominion status. Again the situation occurs. You always fight for a dominant status. It means you want to prove that your religion is far superior as compared to the other religion, whatever religion you are following. And on the whole, when you want your religion to be supreme, you will follow all the dirty tricks, you can say, or all the methods to make yourself superior, looking not at behind what you are leaving at the back. Whether you are disturbing some documental work, whether you are disturbing some institution, or whether you are creating chaos. And the major factor is it creates to communal rights. दंगे फसाद होते हैं धर्म के नाम पर. You can very well go with the India and Pakistan concept during the partition in 1947. Before the partition of 1947, communal rights between Hindus and Muslims started. Only because of the caste, because Muslims wanted to have their own land which they would call as a Muslim state. If there were no rights, communal rights between India and Pakistan, maybe the birth of Pakistan would never have happened. So facing all these circumstances of communalism, India was to be followed on a secular mode. The constitution maker of India followed to have a secular mode of constitution in which they declared that India is not going to have any official religion. It means freedom to practice, profess and propagate any religion, state to ensure the order of equality. That is, our constitution clearly mentions that India will be a secular state in which all our religions are to be respected equally. None of the religion will be followed as an official religion. Every religion will be followed on equality and there shall be no discrimination on the basis of religion.